Hello, um, I'm Claudia. I am from Argentina, and life brought me to Scarborough. I have two lovely kids. My background is in documentary filmmaking, and actually Lucy asked me to give a talk on film today. And I asked her what it was all about, and I didn't quite see what was the connection between filmmaking and well-being. And so I said to her, actually, you know what I do for my well-being, for my mental health, for my joy of being alive? I am running salsa classes and tango classes in Scarborough, because I separated 5 years ago, and I thought, oh my God, I'm stuck here. I live in the sticks in Scarborough. I have two lovely kids growing up. There is no film work where I live, and I just also decided to learn how to follow a man in silence on the dance floor, which I thought, I was brought up to be very independent, very motivated, ambitious, successful woman, as we are brought up to be in our generation, and it didn't really work very well in the marriage. So I thought, well, okay, I'll learn to follow a man in silence. And I went and I learned it, and it was fantastic. It's been for me like a new lease of life, and it kind of revitalized me, rejuvenated me, and it's a bit like the connection you were talking about with your clay. For me, each dance is like a connection. It's like a journey. I don't know where the man will take me. I let him take me. The track finishes, I'm off. It's great. And you go to these places and you can dance maybe, with 20 different men, no strings attached. And you go back home with your batteries recharged, feeling like a 15-year-old. So I thought, but I had to drive a lot to get to do this. So I thought, this is not ecological, all this driving, So I decided to bring it to Scarborough. So the next thing is I brought a Cuban man to teach salsa with me, and then I bring an Argentinian man to teach tango with me. And amazingly, we are in North Yorkshire in Scarborough. We have more men than women sometimes in our classes. It's fantastic. And people are dancing with each other, men with women. And the beautiful thing, because in our generation we were brought up to dance alone, dance solo. And when you dance with somebody, there's like a connection and an exchange of energies that is so revitalizing. It's like recharging your battery. It's like a give and take thing. And you see the people, they turn up at the class, and eventually as the weeks pass by, they start looking more sparkly. I don't know if it's what they wear or their faces, their smiles, because in one class you get to dance with everybody dances with everybody. And I think there's something in this exchange of energies. There's something to it. I don't know the scientific term, but I did a year now of relationship counseling, and so I'm beginning to become scientific about it. And so I'm planning to start doing practice classes about the connection in the dance and for example, the tango dance is a dance that is purely improvisational. Nobody would believe it. But it's all about the connection between the man and the woman reading what the signs the man gives her, and the man giving those signs. And the rest is improvisational. And it's all about the connection between this man and this woman. So I thought, well, if couples learned this, I'm sure it could do something to save marriages. I don't know. So I am planning to start an experimental practice classes about the connection between man and woman on the dance floor, walking the talk, practicing tango. So I bring tango masters once a month to teach the actual dance, but then I'm hoping to do weekly, just like a practice group about the connection man and woman, and then incorporate into it some of the learning I've been doing in my couple counseling course. So it's not like you don't have to be a dysfunctional couple to come. I think it's more a well-being. It's to keep it, like a stitch in time saves nine, like, keep the couple healthy, rather than, you don't have to be in trouble. It's to avoid trouble. But so that's what I'm doing now. It's my latest experiment. So I mentioned it to Lucy, and she said, yeah, come and talk about that instead of film. So what do you think? So I brought cards. If anybody's interested, we have a website, and you can come and visit us. We do tango last Fridays of the month, and we do salsa every Thursday. And yeah, I financially it doesn't really add up, because I bring these men from quite far away, the Cuban man, not from Cuba, but from York, and the Argentinian from Sheffield. But it makes it thanks to bringing these men, I have men in my class. Otherwise, my class would be a bunch of midlife crisis housewives, Like this, it's like there is chemistry there. There's men and women, dancing together again, and it's wonderful. So now I'm going to do a little demonstration with Sophie, my friend, who has just finished a master's in authentic movement, and we're probably planning to do something together. So would you like to see the couple dancing in action? Okay, great. So we put the microphone down. So I'm going to be the man now. Having said that, I was going to... Right? So, here we go. This is salsa, okay? Pa 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 pa. Sophie only started dancing how long ago? Not long. She started like a few weeks ago. So it's fun. Aren't we shining now? Yes? Okay. So, yeah, thank you very much.